Okay, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Catherine. I'm from Vietnam and I'm a third year student.
Okay, when you think about your future after graduation, have you ever considered about to applying for postgraduate or masters?
Yes, but I don't know whether should I immediately do masters or should I spend a few years and I've spent a few years working first. But yes, I think I will do postgraduate.
Okay, regarding to apply for master degree, what feels like a stronger force, like the pull towards and like interesting, like the does the master is interesting for you or like the push away from negative situation like the tough job market or because of the pressure from your family? So
I
which
think
one?
it's more because of the job market requirements because I attend a research university and compared to applied science it's not as practical. So if I get a master degree it's gonna be very beneficial for me in the job market.
Okay, so what do you think is the what is the most optimistic or like the best scenario outcome for that imagine you that graduating from the masters?
The most optimistic?
Yeah.
I will be very rich, I think, because I'm gonna get a good job, maybe, hopefully.
So, but what's the worst case?
The worst case is I'm gonna be unemployed.
Okay, so can you describe the atmosphere among your classmates nowadays? Like, is that feel like an academic race? Like-
Sorry, what was the question?
Just
Can you repeat?
just like to describe the atmosphere among your peers and classmates.
It's not there's not really visible, like the pressure is not really visible, but I feel like there is a pressure to pursue higher education among my friends and my classmates. But most of the time people don't really care. An example when I feel this pressure is when I'm going out with friends and they start discussing about their future after graduation, like whether to go straight to work or to pursue a master degree and where to pursue the master degree.
Okay, that's the end of our
Thank
interview.
you.
Thank you. Okay, can you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Jianhao. I'm an exchange student from Spain, and I'm Chinese, born and raised in Spain too.
When you think about your future after graduation, have you ever considered about applying for a postgraduate or masters?
Yeah. Ever since I'm in year 4 right now, next year I'm graduating, so of course right now I'm considering to apply for postgraduate programs.
So, what feels like a stronger force you to applying for master is you're interested about the further study or like the pressure from your home versus the society, or because of the job market?
Can you repeat the question?
So, that what forces you to applying for masters? Like, is because you're interested about the master program, or is because of the pressure, like the job market, the family, the society give to you?
Yeah, I think at the end you have to balance the pros and cons of every decision. So in this case, of course, when you consider a master program, you have to take into account the advantages that gonna get you. For instance, more specialization or probably higher end jobs. But it's still true that sometimes I can feel kind of pressured by classmates or friends or even family that since I'm still a student, I should keep being a student and try to get the most of it. And since most of my friends and classmates are also pursuing a master's degree, I think that it kind of pressured me to keep going that path too.
Okay. So imagine that you are after graduation, the postgraduate, graduating the masters. What is the most optimistic scenario?
I think that in this case, very related to the previous question. When you consider a master, you of course are trying to see which are the advantages this master program is getting. And I think the most optimistic scenario would be I would get to do more research in my preferred area. In my case, let's say it's finance. So I would want to try to specialize even more, and because when doing a master program you have to do the final thesis, I would like to do some research that provides value to society. So I think in the most optimistic scenario, I will do something that could contribute to the world.
Okay, what is the worst scenario?
The worst scenario I would say is I'll get to do my master's degree. Of course, the tuition fee is very high, and I'm very afraid that I will not get the most of everything that my parents paid for. So in this case, would be that I'll be carrying this master's degree and not learning as much as I would want, or not getting a job after the kind of job I would like to. So I think this is the worst case scenario.
Can you describe the atmosphere among your friends, your classmates? Have you ever feel pressure from them? Like if you do not applying for masters, you will feel like fall behind of them.
Okay, so I think that especially in business studies, there is kind of more competition, and I think that at the end, the student who excels usually is the one who does a little bit more than the others. So if we apply this theory to every single student, everyone should do a little bit more than the others. And since you will never know how hardworking are your classmates and how much are they studying, you always have the fear of not studying enough. So I think that, yeah, and I feel kind of pressured by my classmates because I think that they're always studying, so I would like to also study.
Okay, that's the end of our interview. Oh, hi, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Ling. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Denmark.
When you think about your future after graduation, have you ever considered about applying for masters?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Regarding to applying for master degree after graduation, what feels like a stronger force? Like you're interested about the further working, or like some negative situation like about the tough job market, or due to the pressure from your family, from the society? Like
I don't really get any pressuring or any like my parents doesn't really care about if I take a master's or not. They will support me whatever. But I think the stronger force is the job market, the competition, and my interest in what masters I want to do. Because if I do a master's that I'm not interested in, and I have to work with that in the future, I won't be able to be motivated to complete the master's degree.
Okay. So what is the most optimistic, like the best scenario that you imagine after graduating the postgraduate?
to find a job, or maybe during the postgraduate period, during my master's, I could find an internship, which I will learn a lot, and ideally find a job that I'm interested in, that I would like to work with after the master's. So the ideal situation, optimal situation, would be finding a job that I like, and I'm motivated to wake up at 8 every morning.
So what's the worst case? The
Unemployment?
unemployment, just to graduate.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you describe the atmosphere among your peers and the classmates?
In my studies, not really. I don't feel like that is an academic race among my peers in the courses, but like outside of the courses, in the job market, internship market, I do feel kind of a race, but not among my friends. I don't feel the pressure because I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of our interview. Okay. Hello, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm from Beijing Foreign State University and I'm majoring in English. And I'm in the year 4 now, yes.
Okay, when you think about the future after graduation, have you ever considered about applying for a master's?
Honestly, I've thought about it, but I don't really plan to apply for a master's degree. I feel like I'd rather get some real work experience first and figure out what I really want to do instead of spending more years in school.
Does the idea of entering the job market with a bachelor degree will make you feel like underqualified or insufficient?
Not really. I know some people might think the master degree gives you an advantage, but I believe skills and experience matter more. If I keep learning on my own and gain some practical experience, I think I can still do well. I think I can still do well.
Okay. Imagine that you take a job and your best friends go to the master's degree programs. Do you feel anxious, or do you worry about like fall behind of them?
Maybe a little bit, but it's normal to feel that way when everyone seems to be on a different path. But I think it's okay because people grow in different directions. We can keep in touch and supporting each other even if we're doing different things.
Okay. Can you describe the atmosphere among your classmates and your friends? So does it feel like the academic races, or do you like feel pressure from them?
Yes, sometimes it does feel like that. But many of my classmates are preparing for the graduate school, so the competition can be intense. I do feel some pressure sometimes, but I try not to compare myself too much. Everyone has their own goals, and for me, gaining the real-world experience is more important right now.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. Okay.